Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in the video I will explain you how the price of crude has moved in 2022 and how the price of crude can move in 2023. See, if you look at the chart of crude, what we have seen that crude after 2008 it was moving in this particular zone. Okay, and the zone high was at around $115.08 and a low of, you can see this is the pandemic situation. Otherwise, if you look at the low was at around $26.47. Okay, this was the low and the price was of crude was moving in this particular zone. After that, what we have seen after 2020, there is a pattern forming, as well as we have seen there is a continuous downfall. Okay, but if you look at this chart from before 2008, there is a continuous rise in the price of crude. After making a high of around $147, there is a continuous downfall as we have seen because of the market got crashed. That is where the price has fallen, and in the same way you can see that is where we have seen the price has fallen and the market got crashed. See, look at this particular trend, this trend, this trend. You can say here also we have seen some of the situations where the market got crashed. The Russian war we have seen, that is where the price continuously moved down. There's a pandemic situation. Okay, and 2014-15 you have seen the crash has come. Okay, these are the situation where the price of crude continuously came down. Otherwise it was moving in this particular zone. Okay, and if you look at this particular chart for after 2022, there is a pattern forming, and what this pattern says that whenever it goes high of its previous high, it make a sharp fall. See, look at this, but it move upside and a sharp fall we have seen, a sharp fall we have seen, sharp fall we have seen, made high and then sharp fall. But for the sixth time it tries to move upside, but it didn't move above this particular zone. Otherwise after 2020 the same pattern was being repeated. Okay, so if this swing form at this particular level and if it moves above a level of around $109, then chances are high it can cross this particular zone, but chances are high. Otherwise take a swing at this particular level and come down again. So what you can see looking at this chart for 2023, before we move forward and explain you where the price of crude can move in 2023, if you have any doubt, mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link I've given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, first of all, what you have seen after 2020, there is continuous upside. Okay, in the same way after this the market crash, we have seen there is a continuous upside. In the same way we have seen there is a continuous upside. Okay, and this same pattern is being repeated here. If you look at this, after making a high it didn't go that particular zone and it was continuously down. Now after making continuous high it is continuously down. Okay, so suppose if the price sustain this particular level, okay, because it is not in this particular zone as of now. So if the price sustain, we can see it can go towards $84.87, and from there we can see a level of 85.29. Okay, and if the price sustain above that level, we can see it can go towards 90.38, and from there we can see it can cross this particular zone and chances of going towards 98.44 is there. Okay, and once the price sustain above that level, then we can see it can cross that particular zone and can touch a level of $106.50, and from there we can see it can go further upside and a probability of going towards 112.44 is there. Okay, suppose if the price move up that particular level, then we can see it can go towards $114.98 and it will move above this particular zone, and chances are high we can see a level of $120.07, and from there we can see a level of 123.45. As and when the price move above our particular zone, as I have told you that once it move from a zone upside or downside, we can see there is rise or fall in the price. Okay, so if the price move up that particular level, then we can see it can go and touch a level of $129.82, and from there we can see it can go towards 134.49. so you have to understand that once it sustain above a level of 120, then chances of moving further upside is there and can cross this particular zone. Okay, but if the price didn't sustain this zone, then it will move in this particular zone. As of now, what we can see that 77.24 is a strong support after, but it is trading at around 79, but you can say a resistance coming at around 85.58. If sustain above this level, then on upside we can see, but if it moves below a level of 76.75 or $77.86, then chances are high we can see it can move further down and it will trend in this particular zone. So if it didn't touch that particular zone, then we can see it can come down towards a level of $66.58, and from there we can see a level of 63.35. Okay, and once it fall below that particular level, then we can see it can move further low, and a probability of touching 54.89 is there. And once it fall below that level, then we can see it can fall further down towards a level of around $50.05. And you have to understand, this is the zone, and then once it comes in this particular zone and these supports are already being tested here, so chances of moving further low is there, and a probability is very high that we can see it can come in the zone of 40 is, and a probability of touching 42.19 is there if the price fall below a level of 50. Okay, now this is the chart I have shown you on monthly basis, but if you look at 12 months chart, which is on a year's chart, as you can see that there is, after 2020, the price, you can see a red candle is forming in 2020. That means the price went to negative, and from there we have seen that on the same month the price went up to a level of 65.58. okay, but in the next 2 years we have seen the price is continuously rising for crude, okay, and made a high of around 85.28 and a low of around 47.23. But in this current year 2022, it has already made a high of around 129 and a low of around 70.22. This is the range where the price of crude moved for this particular year, that is 129.82 and a low of around $70.22. So once the price fall below 70.22, chances are high that we can see it can fall further low. Okay, so what we can see looking for the next year, chances are high if it sustain, it can touch a level of $85.28, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of 91.55. And once this sustain, we can see it can go towards $100.34. So once the price sustain $100.34, we can see a level of $107.86 to a level of $111. And once it sustain above that level, we can see a level of $112.88, and from there we can see a level of $114.77. Once it sustain above this level, then we can see it can cross this particular high and can touch this particular high, and from there we can see it can touch its all-time high of around $148. Okay, and then further upside. But suppose if the price didn't sustain, then we can see it can touch its next support of $76.49, and from there we can see a level of 66.46. And if that level move further down, then we can see it can touch a level of 63. Okay, and then from there we can see a level of 59.55. okay, and once it fall below that level, then we can see a level of $56.42, and from there we can see a level of 53.28. and from there it can fall directly because the range 47.28 and a level of 45.12. and once it fall below that level, you have to keep a note of it, once it fall below a level of 45.28, there will be a sharp fall can come, and a probability of touching 40.10 is there, and from we can see it can cross a level of 34, and a probability of touching 26.30 is there. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind, okay, that once the price fall below level of 40, chances are high of touching $25 is there. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs in the description. If you didn't understand anything, you can mail me. Okay, so hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.